Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I don't know about you guys, but this week is just drug. Um, Maybe it's because I took next week off. I got family coming in for Thanksgiving. I gotta get things ready around the house. So maybe that's why it drug for me, because I was just looking so forward to being off next week, but I don't know. Anyway, hope the week has gone by fast for you. Uh, we are doing week 13 preview. We're already at week 13. Season's almost over, unfortunately. Got some news items to get to. We'll do that. We want to preview what's coming up this weekend. Some things that happened this week, basketball scores, and some football games are this week. We'll go over that. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button down there so you don't miss anything. Let's get started. The biggest news this week, Virginia Tech hires James Franklin as their new head coach. Part of me says, yeah, this is good. And then somebody said, what's the thought process that goes into this? Because they've got to have people that are going, well, look at Penn State. You never could get them over the hump. But what they've had there at Virginia Tech recently, I think he's going to be a good fit. And who knows? A change does people good. Sometimes a totally new coaching staff at a place, and they excel. Happens in auto racing. You know, the team gets a new pit crew, new crew chief, new car chief, and everybody just gels, and that's when things happen. So maybe that's what happened there at Virginia Tech. James Franklin will get a bunch of people there, they'll gel, and they'll have some good success. They need to. Ever since Beamer left, they've kind of fallen off the map there a little bit. Miami's Nickelback, Keontae Scott, serious foot injury. Probably will not return the rest of the season. Big Sky officiating mistake was made in the Sacramento State-Idaho game Saturday night. Actually helped Sacramento State win that game too. Pass ruled completed. Sacramento State threw a pass. It was ruled completed. Should have been overruled in video review, but was not. Sacramento State, I think it got them a first and goal, went down there, scored, and won the game. With 12 seconds left in the game. Big Sky suspended those officials involved, which they should. I mean, if there's any question, why aren't you listening? I mean, hell, they look at everything now. Why the hell didn't they look at that? I don't know. Michigan running back Justice Haynes, unfortunately, foot injury, out for the season. At least he was a couple of days ago. I don't know what's happened since then. 1 week after taking a leave of absence, Baylor Athletic Director Mack Rhodes leaves the university. Says he needs to prioritize his faith and family with a focus. Still don't know what happened there, but a lot of people thinking broke some kind of university rules or even moral ethic code there at Baylor University because they are a Christian university. They're not saying. Maybe it'll come out one day, maybe not. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, oh well. No skin off my nose. Hey, here's some good news for Mizzou fans. Quarterback Bo Pribula, he may return for that game against Oklahoma tomorrow. There's no fracture in the ankle. Remember that he had a bad-looking injury? Turns out there's no fracture. So he has been listed now as questionable. So you never know. He might make an appearance tomorrow and against Oklahoma. They're going to need him. They're going to need him at 100% because Oklahoma's pretty damn good. All right, so some of the things that happened this week. Monday, no top 25 upsets in basketball. Tuesday, however, number 17 Michigan State beat number 12 Kentucky 83-66. Spartans Kohler, 20 points, 5 rebounds. They shot 50% from the field, made 11 three-pointers, 10 offensive rebounds, 15 points off of turnovers. Kentucky's Owen, he led the way, 12 points, 4 rebounds. Kentucky only shot 35% from the field. Only 6 offensive rebounds, too. That's crazy. But they did get 17 points off of turnovers. And also number 5, Duke beat number 24, Kansas, 78-66. Bouger for Duke, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Followed by Evans, 16 points. They shot 47% from the field. Meanwhile, Kansas, White led the way, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Nice. Council Jr. behind him with 15 points. Kansas, 43% from the field. Both of them had 12 points off of turnovers in that game. Football on Tuesday. Western Michigan, they are 7-4 now, beat Northern Illinois 35-19. Northern Illinois, not as good as they used to be. Buckley, 2 rushing touchdowns. Quarterback Lowry, He ran for 3 touchdowns for the Broncos. Ohio, they are 7-4. They beat poor old UMass, who's 0-11 now. 42-14. Bangura, 196 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. That was nice of Ohio to let UMass score 14. Basketball on Wednesday, number 4 Arizona beat number 3 UConn, 71-67. For the Wildcats, Bradley, 21 points. Pete behind him, 16 points, 12 rebounds. Nice. They shot 46% from the field. They did grab 20 more rebounds more than UConn did. UConn was led by Rebia, only 15 points. Ball behind him, 14 points. They shot 45% from the field. They did have 6 blocks and 4 steals, though, so not all bad news for UConn. And number 11, Alabama, beat number 8, Illinois, 90-86. Bama's Fallon Jr., 24 points. Bo Bowen behind him, 12 points. They shot 46% from the field. They hit 13 three-pointers in this game. 74% from the free throw line. Illinois' Stojovic, I think that's how you say his name, 26 points, followed by Boswell, who had 22 points. 43% from the field. They did hit 11 three-pointers in this game. Only 59% from the free throw line. Each of them turned the ball over 10 times. Football on Wednesday. Central Michigan, they are 7-4. Beat Kent State 28-16. Central Michigan's Labas, 121 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Miami of Ohio became bowl eligible. They are 6-5 now. Beat 5-6 Buffalo. One more chance for Buffalo to get a bowl. Beat them 37-20. Even though Buffalo was better in most of the offensive categories, Miami of Ohio still won. Last night, no top 25 upsets in basketball. Last night, FCS, Southeast Louisiana, looking to go for that playoff run. 9-3 now. Beat Nicholls State 38-26. Maybe Nicholls State started off damn good. Beat Incarnate Word in that first weekend of college football. And then barely lost to Troy. They were winning at one point, lost to Troy, then they just kind of went. So season started off great for Nicholls. I don't know what happened. Stephen F. Austin, they are 10-2. Beat Northwestern State 62-14. Jenkins, 113 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns for the Lumberjacks. And then in FBS last night, Louisiana beat Arkansas State 34-30. Both of them are 5-6. Both of them need to win that last game to go bowling, as they say. All right, so Friday, tonight, 7 p.m., ESPN. Florida State versus North Carolina State. Both 5-5. Never thought I'd say that about Florida State, but hey. North Carolina State is giving up an average, though, of 32 points a game. That is not good. Hey, pretty good one, too. Late night Friday. 9:30 on FS1. 7-3 Hawaii versus 8-2 UNLV. Aledio from Hawaii, 2,380 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He has been sacked 21 times, so that's not good. Harris, though, 731 receiving yards, 10 touchdown catches. Calandria for UNLV, 2,527 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's also been sacked 21 times. But he's also run for 7 touchdowns also. Hawaii averages 31 points a game. Defense gives up on the average 24 points. Defensive lineman Jackie Johnson, he's got 7 sacks. The Hawaii secondary's got 7 interceptions on the year. UNLV averages 37 points a game. They give up on average 31 points a game. Defensive end Tunmai Adelie, 6 sacks. Defensive backs Amaris, Brown, and Latrone each have 4 picks this season. Brown, he has 2 pick sixes. So that'll be a pretty good late night game tonight, FS1, 9:30. Tomorrow, Saturday, 11 a.m. on Fox. Poor 5-5 Rutgers. They're just looking to try to get to a bowl now. They go to play number 1, Ohio State. Buckeyes are 56% on third down. I didn't realize that. Defense is giving up only 8 points a game on average. That's crazy. 11 a.m. on SEC Network. 1-10 Samford goes to number 3 Texas A&M. I hate these late night or late season cupcake games. The SEC seems to do it out the ass every year. But man, I hate these. Just keep going. Play some damn good teams. Anyway, it is what it is. We just talked about Pribula might come back for Missouri. We'll see. 11 a.m. ABC, number 23 Missouri. Plays number 8 Oklahoma. Missouri's Hardy, 1,346 rushing yards, 15 touchdowns. Norfleet has 5 touchdown catches. Defensive end Damian Wilson, 7 sacks on the season. Mateer for Oklahoma, 2,087 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's also ran for 7 touchdowns this year. Has been sacked 18 times, though. I can never say this guy's name. He's always on TV. Senagina. Anyway, 5 touchdown catches for him this year. Each team giving up under 20 points a game. Missouri is better on third down than Oklahoma, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. 11 a.m. on ESPN, number 14 Miami versus 3-7 Virginia Tech. Miami's only given up 14 points a game on average, and then the offense scores on average 34 points. 11 a.m. on ESPN2, Louisville versus SMU. Both of them are 7-3. Pretty even in scoring percentages, in yardage, and third down. So may just come down to home field advantage for SMU. We'll see. 11 a.m. on ACC Network. 5-5 Delaware plays 7-3 Wake Forest. Delaware is actually better passing game. They are even in the rushing game. Wake Forest defense does give up a few more points less than Delaware does. 11 a.m. on FS1. Poor old Kansas. What the hell's happened to Kansas? 5-5. They go and play 6-4 Iowa State. These teams are actually pretty even in all the categories. Rushing, yardage, all that kind of stuff. 11 a.m. on Big Ten Network. 6-4 Minnesota versus 5-5 Northwestern. Even in the passing game, Northwestern is a little better in the rushing game. Both of them are averaging 22 points a game. 11 a.m. on CBS Sports Network. 5-4 Army going for bowl eligibility. Probably going to get it because they played 3-7 Tulsa. 11:45 SEC Network. 1-9. There we go again. 1-9 Charlotte goes to number 5 Georgia. Late season cupcake games. 12 p.m. on ESPN Plus. 5-5 Washington State trying to get bowl eligible. Don't know if it's going to happen this week because they got to play number 21 James Madison. Barnett for James Madison, 2,089 yards, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 12 rushing touchdowns for him too. So there you go. 12 noon TNT. 5-5 Baylor versus 7-3 Arizona. Baylor Sawyer Robertson does have better numbers than Fifita, which I know I'm saying his name wrong, but has more interceptions, so that could play a key role there. 12 p.m. on the ESPN Plus. Old Dominion, man, look at them. Back in the winning column, going for 8 wins. Great season for them. They play 5-5 Georgia Southern. Old Dominion's quarterback, Colton Joseph, 20 touchdowns, 11 rushing touchdowns. Highly doubt he'll be there in New York, but hey, hell of a season anyway. 1 p.m. SEC Network. 3-8 Eastern Illinois, going to play number 4 Alabama. Did I mention late season cupcake games? How I hate them? Okay, just making sure. 1 p.m. on ESPN Plus. Toledo going for 7 wins. They play 4-6 Ball State. Ball State's only averaging 16 points a game. 1 p.m. SEC Network. This might come back to bite SEC in the ass. 9-1 Mercer versus 4-6 Auburn, which I heard Auburn's starting a different quarterback this week. Mercer's Braden Atkinson, 3,253 yards, 33 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Miller, 13 rushing touchdowns for Mercer. Like I said, these late season cupcake game might bite the SEC in the ass. We'll see. 1 p.m. on ESPN Plus. Missouri State versus Kennesaw State. Both of them are 7-3. Both average 25 points a game. Both give up, though, 25 points a game on average. 1:30 ESPN Plus. 5-5 Marshall trying to get to a bowl game. They play 4-6 Appalachian State. It's just crazy to take Appalachian State as 4-6, isn't it? I mean, that's just nuts. 2 p.m. on ESPN Plus. South Florida goes and plays 3-7 UAB. South Florida quarterback Byron Brown, 21 touchdowns, 11 rushing touchdowns. 2 p.m. on ESPN Plus. 5-5 Louisiana Tech trying to get to a bowl game. They are playing 4-6 Liberty. Liberty, another team, which is crazy. 4-6, really. Both average over 300 both average under 375 total yards a game. 2 p.m. on ESPN Plus. UConn going for 9 wins. They play 4-6 Florida Atlantic. Two good quarterbacks, and they got similar stats too, so it could be a shootout. 2:30 on CBS. Number 16 USC playing number 6 Oregon. USC's Maeva. Yeah, I think I said it right. Maeva. 67% completion rate, 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 6 rushing touchdowns. Lemon got 1,090 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns. Oregon's Moore, 73% completion rate, 21 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Davison has 12 rushing touchdowns. Both average around 39 points a game. USC gives up an average of 22 points. Oregon only gives up about around 14 points a game. Close in the passing game, rushing game, total yards and third down. Both O-lines have given up 12 sacks on the year. USC defense, 23 sacks, 10 interceptions, 5 of them by Fitzgerald. Oregon defense, 17 sacks, 9 interceptions on the year. They are playing in Eugene, I think. So that could be a damn good game, USC and Oregon. Number 9, Notre Dame. They are going for 9 wins, playing 3-7 Syracuse. Carr for Notre Dame. He's got 67% completion rate this year. 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's ran for 3 touchdowns. Love. What can we say about Love? Averages 114 rushing yards a game. 14 touchdowns on the year. He's caught 3 touchdown passes. And then Price, their other weapon, 9 rushing touchdowns. 2:30 on ABC. Does 2-8 Arkansas have a chance to beat number 17 Texas? Arkansas is actually better in numbers when it comes to total yards, passing, rushing, and third down. Also, they score an average of more points a game. Remember that a few years ago? Texas came to Arkansas and nobody gave Arkansas a chance. Arkansas beat them there at home. Maybe Pittman's first year or second year. Not saying that's going to happen. This game is in Austin, but Arkansas's got to win another one sometime, huh? They got to win another one. 2:30 on ESPN. Number 12 Vanderbilt going for 9 wins. Play 5-5 Kentucky. Both defenses are giving up an average of 23 points a game in that one. 2:30 on FS1. 6-4 Iowa versus 3-7 Michigan State. Michigan State's giving up 31 points a game on average. That's just crazy. 2:30 on ACC Network. Duke trying to get bowl eligible. They're 4-5, or versus 4-5. I'm sorry, versus 4-5 North Carolina. Be a hell of a basketball game, wouldn't it? 2:30 on CBS Sports Network. Jacksonville State. They are going for 8 wins. They play 5-5 Florida International. Panthers, they're going for bowl eligibility, so they're going to be fighting and clawing. 2:30 on ESPN Plus. Southern Miss going for 8 wins. They play 3-7 South Alabama. Southern Miss defense, 20 interceptions on the year, so they got hell of a secondary. Might even have some linebackers or something. Got some too. 2:30 on ESPN Plus. Eastern Carolina, they are going for 8 wins versus 5-5 UTSA, who's trying to get a bowl. 2:45 on ESPNU. Number 24 Tulane going for 9 wins versus 5-5 Temple, who they are trying to get in the bowl. 3 p.m. ESPN2. Number 13 Utah. They are going for 9 wins. They play 5-5 Kansas State. 3 p.m. on Big Ten Network. Number 18 Michigan. They are going for 9 wins. They play 4-6 Maryland. Maryland 35% on third down this year. That's probably why they've been tanking lately. 3 p.m. on Fox. Number 25 Houston. They go for 9 wins. They play 6-4 TCU. They are close in rushing, third down, and points per game. 3:30 on the CW. 6-5 Furman going to play 5-5 Clemson. Clemson trying to get to a bowl. They're trying to salvage this season. They are close in offensive categories, but Furman is actually better on third down. But probably one of those, not going to see an FCS upset, but hey, you never know. 6 p.m. on ESPN. 7-3 Pitt versus number 15 Georgia Tech. Both average 36 points a game. Both defenses given up on average 24 points a game. They are even in the passing and the rushing game. Georgia Tech is way better, though, on third down. Pitt's defense, 25 sacks, 12 interceptions. Georgia Tech's defense, 19 sacks, but only 2 interceptions. That's crazy. Only 2 interceptions in a year. 6 p.m. on NBC, Nebraska going for 8 wins versus poor old 4-6 Penn State. Both average 31 points a game. Both defenses are giving up on average 20 points. Close in the rushing game, but Nebraska is better in the passing game and does have more total yards a game than Penn State does. 6 p.m., CBS Sports Network. New Mexico, they are going for 8 wins. They play 3-7. Air Force. Air Force is another one. You look at the record, 3-7. No kidding. I don't know what's happened to them either. Air Force is better on third down, though, so that could be a factor. 6 p.m. on FS1. Boise State going for 7 wins versus 2-8 Colorado State. Colorado State only averages 18 points a game. Boise State is missing their quarterback. 6:30 on ESPNU. Number 22, North Texas going for 10 wins. They come down the road to play Rice. Rice is 5-5, trying to get bowl eligible, so they got a couple more chances. 6:30 on ABC. Number 20, Tennessee. No, they're not playing an FCS Cupcake team, but they are playing 3-7 Florida. This was the classic game years ago, wasn't it? I mean, remember, year after year. Hopefully, you can get back to that. Florida will get them a good coach, and hopefully, they'll get back to that. 6:30 on Big Ten Network. Illinois going for 8 wins. They play poor old 3-7 Wisconsin. Wisconsin, who's only averaging 12 points a game. Illinois is averaging 32 points a game. Wisconsin they play 10 games, 11-12. So Fickle's still around 2 weeks, or is he gone? I think he would have been gone by now, but they're hanging on to him. 6:30 ACC Network. The band is on the field. Remember that one? 6-4 Cal versus 3-7 Stanford. Stanford, they need another David Shaw. They have got to find the David Shaw to come in there and coach that team. They were great when he was their coach. They need to do something. They really do. 6:45 SEC Network. 8-2 Western Carolina. Going to Death Valley to play 6-4 LSU. Van Buren starting again for LSU. There are mixed feelings about this game. There are a lot of people, LSU fans and non-LSU fans, are saying LSU is going to lose this game because Western Kentucky is just a damn good team. And then you got other people saying, no way, they lose at home to Western Kentucky. They're playing better since Brian Kelly left. To me, this is probably going to be a flip a coin. I mean, it really is. I have no idea who's going to win this game. You don't know if that LSU Saturday night crazy-ass LSU team is going to come out there and fire on all cylinders. You don't know if Western Kentucky is going to go in there and try and make a statement. So, yeah, this one to me, flip a freaking coin because I don't know. I really don't. 7 p.m. on Fox, number 11, BYU plays number 7-3 Cincinnati. Bachmeier for BYU, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's ran for 10 touchdowns. Martin, 912 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. They average 34 points a game. Cincinnati, Sorsby, he's a good quarterback. 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 9 rushing touchdowns. Allen, 10 receiving touchdowns. Even in total yards, passing, rushing, and third down. BYU defense has 24 sacks. Cincinnati's has 19. Linebacker Jack Kelly for BYU, he's got 7 alone. They got 14 interceptions. Wall, Johnson, and Satula each have 3 and pick sixes. So damn good defense for BYU. Cincinnati's defense, we already said 19 sacks. Then like Georgia Tech, only 2 interceptions. I think they are playing in Cincinnati. This could be a damn good game. Surely BYU wouldn't lose with this late. They haven't known to lose late in the season. I remember one year they were undefeated back when the BCS was around. Nobody was talking about them. BYU was pissed off about it going into their last game against Hawaii. Nobody's talking about us. This is bull. We should be in the BCS. They go to Hawaii. Hawaii kicked the shit out of them, and that ended the talk. So BYU does have a history of losing games at the end of the season, and Cincinnati's a good team. So we'll see what happens there. 7 p.m. on ESPN2. Arizona State, they are going for 8 wins versus 3-7 Colorado. Both of them are only 39% on third down. 9:30 on NBC. Washington going for 8 wins. Washington kind of falling apart this year. They play 3-7 UCLA. Washington, they started off great. And ever since that Ohio State game, I don't know if I knocked some fire out of them or what, but they're kind of up and down. 9:30 on CBS Sports Network. 5-5 Utah State going for bowl eligibility. They play 7-3 Fresno State. Even in the rushing game, Utah State is better in the passing game. And your late night one of your late nights, which isn't all that good, but hell, like I say, it's college football. 9:30 on FS1. San Diego State going for 9 wins. Can they get it? Probably, because they're playing 3-7 San Jose State. San Jose State, though, I don't understand. They did beat New Mexico, did beat Hawaii, who are both great teams over there in the West, but they're only 3-7. I don't know. It's kind of hard to understand. All right, so FCS. Got some big games. Everybody's jockeying into the playoff position. 11 a.m. on the ESPN Plus. 7-2 Dartmouth versus 4-5 Brown. 11 a.m. on ESPNU. 9-0 Harvard versus 7-2 Yale. I mean, that's classic. Been going on for decades. Classic matchup, rivalry. Might be a pretty good one there. Harvard averages 41 points a game. Yale only averages 28 points. Both defenses, though. Harvard and Yale defenses only give up on average 15 points a game. 11 a.m. on Flow. 9-2 Monmouth versus 1-10 Albany. 11:30 ESPN Plus. 11-0 Lehigh versus 8-3 Lafayette. Some of these FCS games, it's like, why can't you give them to us on a Thursday or Friday night? Because let's face it, Thursday and Friday nights have been kind of lame lately. Man, 2 good quarterbacks, 2 good running backs, too, for Lafayette and Lehigh. Lehigh defense only giving up average of 12 points a game. 12 p.m. on ESPN Plus. 6-5 Southern Illinois versus 8-3 Illinois State. Illinois State quarterback Rittenhouse, 28 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. 12 p.m. on ESPN Plus. South Carolina State versus Delaware State. Both of them are 8-3. South Carolina State, 50% on third down. 12 p.m. ESPN Plus. 10-1 Tennessee Tech versus 6-5 Tennessee Martin. Tennessee Tech's Vesperis, 23 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. 12 p.m. ESPN Plus. 7-3 Drake versus 6-5 Morehead State. 12 p.m. on the G. That's all it said listed was the G. I don't know what the G is. Is it online or something? Anyway, 8-2 Alabama State versus 4-7 Arkansas Pine Bluff. 12 p.m. on Flow. 8-3 Sacred Heart versus 8-2 Villanova. Another good one. Both average 30 points a game. Both give up an average of 24 points a game. 12 p.m. on Flow. 9-2 Rhode Island takes on 2-9 Hampton. Hampton only averaging 19 points a game, but the defense is giving up 37 points a game, so that is not good. 12 p.m. on ESPN Plus. 9-2 Presbyterian versus 5-6 Marist. Hurst for Presbyterian, 70% completion rate, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. 1 p.m. on ESPN Plus. The Battle of the Wild, is that what they call it? 9-2 Montana State versus 11-0 Montana. This should be on freaking TV. Montana State's Lamson, 19 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Davis, 7 rushing touchdowns. Montana's K. Ayat, 24 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Gilman, 17 rushing touchdowns. Montana State, better in the rushing game, but Montana better in the passing game. Both these offensive average 40 points a game. I'm sorry, both average 40 points a game. Bobcats versus Grizzlies. I don't know why it's not on TV. 1 p.m. on ESPN Plus. South Dakota State. You know what? I'll tell you what. Here's an idea. $1 million idea. Write it down. If you start making millions off of it, just send me, kick a little my way. These damn good FCS games here at the end of the season, put them on Thanksgiving. Because all you got is what? A couple pro games and and maybe some basketball. Put these damn games on Thanksgiving Day. Do it. I mean, come on. People need to see these games. Lehigh and Lafayette and Montana State and another one. Put the triple hitter on Thanksgiving. Come on. Let's get it done. 1 p.m. on ESPN Plus. South Dakota State versus North Dakota. North Dakota. Both are 7-4. I don't know what happened to the Jackrabbits. Ever since that North Dakota State game, they've just been tanking. 2 p.m. on the SWAC. 8-3 Prairie View A&M versus 1-9 Mississippi Valley State. 2:30 on ESPN Plus. 8-2 Jackson State versus 5-6 Alcorn State. 2:30 on ESPN Plus. 11-0 North Dakota State versus 7-4 St. Thomas, Minnesota. 3 p.m. on ESPN Plus. 8-3 Lamar traveling down I-10 to play 4-7 McNeese. 4 p.m. on ESPN Plus. 10-1 Tarleton State plays 7-4 Austin Peay. Tarleton State averages 45 points a game. Defense has only given up 16 points a game. And at 5 p.m. on ESPN Plus, 8-3 UT Rio Grande Valley, 8-3 in their first year of playing football. They play 3-8 East Texas A&M. Marburger for UT Rio Grande Valley, 29 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That is it. Like I said, Friday is here. Thank God. A few more hours and the weekend starts. We'll be back Sunday or Monday to recap everything that happens tonight, tomorrow. Meanwhile, keep your head down. Stay busy. These last few hours will go by quick. Have a safe weekend. Have fun. Enjoy football, whatever you're going to do. We'll see you in a couple days.